Hi there, welcome to this week's YouTube video. We are going to be doing a 10-minute follow along full body mobility routine. This is just meant to be a quick sort of warm up or quick movement session. If you feel like you don't have much time in the day, you can join me for this. If you're watching on Instagram though and you're wanting to save it for later, just hit save now. Come back and watch this before an inversion workout, or again, if you just have 10 minutes and you want to move. But if you have the time right now, feel free to join me. And remember, if you would like to continue your practice after this, you can join me at Inversion Addict Academy. If you're on Instagram, the link is in my bio. If you're here on YouTube, the link is in the description below. There you're gonna find everything that you need to practice headstands, forearm stands, and handstands from the comfort of your own home, even if you are a complete beginner. Anything is possible with consistency and hard work. We have all the info you need there at Inversion Addict Academy. But okay, let's get into this. For today, we're just gonna do this follow along mobility routine. Again, super important. I'm going to set a timer so that we don't go over that 10 minutes. And if you're ready, just take a seat in a nice open space. And if you have a yoga mat, just roll that out now. Okay, so we're just gonna start from, sort of the head down. So starting from a seated position, we're just gonna do some rotations with our head to stretch our neck. Think about creating a big circle with your chin. It's going as low as you kind of can without compromising your back and bending forwards and stretching up towards the sky. Feeling that stretch change as you rotate your neck around. Do one more big circle, moving slowly, remembering to breathe, and then we will switch directions and do 3 the other way. Awesome. When you're ready, come back to a neutral position and then tuck your chin. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tuck our chin. You can look at me first. I'm tucking my chin and then rolling forwards, putting my hands on the back of my head. You can join me now. Leaning forwards. Taking a few deep breaths here, really relaxing as long as you're not feeling any pain. You should just be feeling a stretch through your neck and in your upper back. All right, awesome. Now, coming back up to an upright position, just gonna put your hands forward, entering a tabletop position, knees hip width apart. We'll go into a cat-cow transition here, really trying to stretch that upper back when you push up through your hands, through your shoulders, rounding your chest, tucking your chin in, towards your chest, tucking your tailbone, and sinking down, relaxing your abdomen, looking up and repeating. This is a movement that I feel like you can get so much out of when you really push into it and become very aware of your full spine and getting the most out of the movement. Remembering to breathe. We'll do 2 more. Awesome. Great, now just a little balancing exercise. We're going to extend up our opposite hand and leg. So reaching your right hand forwards, left foot back, squeezing your butt. I want you to then come down, tap the floor, keeping your arm and leg extended, and then come back up. Repeating that 3 times. Stabilizing your core here. Awesome. Now we're gonna switch sides. And this is just a little balancing exercise to kind of get that part of your brain firing. So extending out, coming into that strong kind of tabletop form, and then lowering down and tapping the ground, keeping extended. Awesome. Now just sitting back, I'm just gonna get you to roll your shoulders backwards and forwards. Now entering a deep squat position, going to touch the floor if you can, otherwise grab your ankles and extend up into a forward fold, and then come back down to that squat, looking forwards, and then looking at the ground up into that forward fold and repeating that 3 times. Awesome. Great. Okay, giving your wrists a little rotation here. And sit back down on the mat for a second. And then we're going to go into a deep lunge. So stepping your right foot forwards, dropping your left knee down onto the ground, looking for that hip flexor stretch on your left side. Make sure that you squeeze your butt on that left side. It's gonna help deepen the stretch. You can reach your left arm overhead, or you can reach it down to the ground. Just take a few deep breaths here. Then we're gonna sit back onto our left leg, getting a stretch in that right hamstring, keeping that leg extended, leaning forwards. And we're gonna switch legs here, deep lunge on the left side. This time we're stretching our right side of our hip flexors. Squeezing your butt on that right side. Reach your arm overhead. Or you can reach your arms down to the ground. Just taking a couple deep breaths here. You might be able to hear Sunny whining in the background. And then we're gonna sit back onto our right foot, getting a stretch behind that left hamstring. That left hamstring. Okay, so now reaching back into camel pose. Reaching back for your heels, squeezing your butt, engaging your core. You're gonna push through your chest forwards, breathing. Squeezing your butt, engaging your core. Supporting yourself, feeling that stretch in your shoulders. Drop your head back. And then support your hips as you come up and sit back down. We'll just go forwards into child's pose for a moment. And then up to downward dog. And I'm just gonna pedal out our feet, get that extra stretch behind the hamstrings. Awesome, then coming down to our forearms, entering that forearm stand foundation. Don't worry, we're not entering a forearm stand, so palms together, thumbs overlapped, elbows under your shoulders. Just gonna extend your hips up, walk your hips up a bit, and we're going to dip forward. If you can, touch your nose to your hands and then push back and extend through your shoulders. You can watch me do one if you need. Hips high, legs straight. This is just focusing on shoulder mobility. Don't stress if that feels a little bit hard for you. It's focusing on shoulders, shoulder mobility, shoulder strength, and that is challenging stuff. All right, now just to finish it off, I just want you to stand up, jump around for a second, shake your wrists, shake your body, shake out each leg, shake out each arm. Give your whole body a little move, give your whole body a little hug, and thank yourself for moving today and for joining me for this mobility routine. We did exactly 10 minutes, and now you have moved today. So of course there is more to do. There's always more to do. You could go and do a full workout now, or you could just revisit some of these stretches that we did and hang out in them a little bit longer or play around with them a little bit more. The idea here is that you really just want to form a go-to 5 to 10 minute mobility routine. You can do this in bed in the first thing in the morning, or you can do this, when you're taking a 10-minute break at work. It's just important that we move and we don't just stay, hunched over all day or just sitting at our desk all day. We gotta move, we gotta stretch those hip flexors, we gotta stretch and open that chest, and just give your body a little bit of relief, So thank you for joining me today. If you want to learn more with me, go check out Inversion Addict Academy. The link is in the description below, or you can go to the link in my bio if you're here on Instagram. Thank you again for joining me. Go have a beautiful rest of your week.